Alright, here we go, Look at this. Look at all this stuff I got for the pickup rundown for July 2023. I wasn't counting on getting that much stuff this month, but as I'll explain soon, there was a lot of deals I could just not pass up on. But we're gonna go over something that just came out. We're gonna go over do a good old unboxing, because I've been talking about just every time Joe's come up, that Shipwreck is one of the last ones I need. So, I don't have my good old trusty knife with me, so this will have to do. Yeah, it's been a long day. I just recorded back-to-back death battle reactions, and now as July comes to a close, we're going to do this. Might as well show this off, because this will probably be the first time I unbox one of these windowless Hasbro packages on camera. Okay, this is different than what I expected. I did open the Spider-Man Renew Your Vows 2-pack, and, well, this is a bit tad classier. We got the number, we got Shipwreck written on it. We got the accessories, got both the G.I. Joe and Cobra for whatever reason, and oh, look at this, he's kind of attached. Well, good thing I got my skizzers. More like a beard trimmer, but whatever. We got another set. Yeah, this is the first time I'm unpacking a windowless box for a Joe, so I didn't really... Guess I'd expect it to be like the Marvel ones, and when people unbox stuff like Indiana Jones and shit, but... Alright, let's just look at the basic figure for now. I know he's able to do that like Lady J and stuff. Anyway, I'm not sure how much of this is a reuse from Duke and stuff. In fact, I think a lot of this might be completely new. I know the face sculpt is new. Look at that manly beard. Alright, let's check out the crunch. Butterfly joints, nice. Everything's nice and supple, no need to heat it up like the horror stories I got with Serpentor. And oh, look at the tattoos. You got a shark. It's a shark. It's a shark. And we got the another navy tattoo. Got a hairy chest. Check the... Alright. Actually, this right leg seems a little too loose. This is a tighter, though. Oh, look at the... Look at the details, like texture for the denim. So, there's really no paint detail on the shoes, but look at the detail of the laces and stitching. Got ankle rock, but the cuffs of his jeans kind of get in the way. But yeah, I'm liking this. Shipwreck is one of my favorite characters when I was watching. It was like the third five-parter. I mean, he plays off of Snake so well. Snake Eyes. The guy who can't talk. He ended up being the perfect compadre for him throughout that five-parter. Alright. I guess I gotta tear it open. Oh well. I haven't decided if I'm gonna get one Shipwreck to keep in the box, because for all the flack that Hasbro got for the windowless boxes, which are gonna come to an end, this looks really good. It's like, get this artwork of Shipwreck here is like, what the fuck? It's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, let's... Sue, really? Anyway, let's have a look at him without his sailor's hat. Looks even more awesome, actually. I don't know if I'm going to display him with that, but for the rest of the video, I'll leave that on. Go ahead and holster his weapon. Holster his other weapon. Okay, this is... Let's see if I can get it the way it was on the box. You know, I think you need it like that, so... Does Polly have a place to... I don't know where you're really supposed to put Polly. We'll just put him right there for now. So yeah, Polly, don't do me like that. So far, so good. I mean, this is gonna look cool. So, Polly, really? Oh, and I guess we gotta put his grappling right there. So yeah, I'm gonna have fun hosing him and just putting him on the shelf with the rest of the Joes. Now, all I need is Jinx, and by now, we've had the San Diego Comic-Con, and she's in the pipeline. So soon I'll have all the Joes I want, and Polly, goddammit. Alright, so now that Shipwreck is nice and unboxed, we're gonna switch gears for a moment and go on to some mostly games that did not come out here on this side of the Pacific. First off, it's right in front. This is Gonberry Goemon 2. I have played through the original Famicom one back in the day via emulator, though I do have the cart. So I figured, why not pick this up? It's cheap, and this is the one that introduces that lovable weirdo Ibisumaru. Goemon games, they're pretty fun, but this is before Legend of the Mystical Ninja, where it's permanently switched over to partial side-scroller goodness. We'll see. But at least you can do two-player co-op with that. Speaking of possible fun two-player games, soon I'm going to make my usual pilgrimage to Wichita, Kansas, and I thought I'd bring this along. I didn't expect this from Japan so soon. Yeah, I don't like buying Japanese cards that aren't already on this side specific, because so many American collectors I hear of just bleeding the Land of the Rising Sun dry, their own stuff. But anyway, this is the Godzilla fighting game for Super NES that AVGN talked about, that was teased for a US release but never came out, but it should be fun. I'll give it a go. But here we have a couple reproduction cards that this Constructicon is hanging onto for me. These I got off of AliExpress. Someone footed the bill. This is what kind of was a birthday present, but it didn't arrive until this month, and as you can see, the original Fire Emblem, done in the style of the original Black Box releases, and Gradius 2. We didn't get this back then because Nintendo thought us Americans were too stupid for this new type of RPG, and in America they let Sega beat them to the punch with Shining Force. Way to go. And we have Gradius 2, which, because Nintendo was such assholes with having to use pre-existing mapper chips, like the pre-approved mapper chips for the US market, Konami couldn't use their own custom ones, and eventually they just decided to bring Gradius 2 without their custom mapper chips. It wouldn't have been feasible. So here we are, NES cartridges of both games to right those historical wrongs, and I've tested them out on a real NES, and they work. I already have the complete Famicom versions of them already, and I even have the limited release of the digital copy for Nintendo Switch that has the official localization, but still, you know me, forever physical, and I wanted to right that historical wrong. These just look so good. But moving on to the rest of the figures. Here's something else from Japan. I actually got it from a US seller in Alaska. First time I ever got something from Alaska on eBay or whatnot. Here we have Long Haul, my personal favorite Constructicon. I always had a soft spot for him because he was always bitching about, oh, fetch this, fetch that. I thought I was going to finally build something. And I kind of felt for the guy. And then he had that cool design in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, and even a playable character in the video game adaptation, which is still one of my absolute favorite Transformers games. So I decided to pick, getting the regular greenish-yellow version. there wasn't many available, and a lot of them would cost like over $150 to import from Japan, but someone in Alaska had the yellow-orange version, and he looks just as good, and believe it or not, they're actually yellow-orange Caterpillar dump trucks. So it's not like this is too much of a stretch, and this looks what you would expect from a modernized version of Long Haul that didn't go too crazy like the one in Revenge of the Fallen, which I love that design. I love playing as him in that game, but this is more classic. You got the legs made up of the dump truck bed. I mean, this looks like something Hasbro would make. The only flaw is that he swivels at the waist too easily. But he's got great articulation otherwise. Bend up, bend down. The head is got some good movement there. Kick out. Oh boy. Sorry to scare you that. I was able to easily fix that. It does come a little loose, but so I was trying to demonstrate the articulation. He can kick out. Just got to be careful with that left leg, but he's not going to be doing much. I'm not going to be getting the rest of the yellow-orange varieties of the Constructicons from the Toy World third-party set. I just wanted my favorite Constructicon just looking badass on the shelf, and he looks badass, unlike the official one from Hasbro from the Combiner Wars set, which is just like this derpy little what the fuck. Come on. So yeah, I was able to pick him up for $50, like only a third of what some people were asking for the regular version. And speaking of stuff I figured I better snag while I can, I was thinking the completely invisible version of the Invisible Woman. This is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, but when I was fixing, okay, might as well get her, she was sold out on the site. But thankfully, there was a deal on Mercari where it wasn't asking for too much. It's like $36. That's fair, considering how you can't get it from Hasbro Pulse anymore. So this is an alternate version of Invisible Woman I'm displaying on my computer shelf along with like the Endgame Hulk that I showed off last month. So yeah, we got this nice little effect. Yeah, and this is a clear version of that one version of Invisible Woman with the hideous face sculpt that you can now find for $10 at Ollie's and other bargain outlets, but with this it's hardly noticeable, so I can deal. So yeah, now I got an alternative version of a Fantastic Four character I can put on my computer desk, and really, people? Really? What are we doing here? What are we even doing? And lastly, speaking of stuff that keeps getting sold out, on Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store, all the time I would... Oh, really? Whatever. Come on, Shipwreck. Alright. Here we are. Ensabanur Apocalypse. The Marvel Select version. This guy kept getting... Sometimes he would pop back up in stock in Big Bag Toy Store, but when I was thinking about getting a big order to shave on shipping, he'd be sold out. Then I saw a deal on eBay where it wasn't asking for too much. So yeah, I picked him up. So this is going to replace the previous Apocalypse I had on my shelf, and let me show you what I had before. Actually going back to the mid-90s with Toy Biz, this big 10-inch version. It was just the right size, not too small like the recent Hasbro Build-A-Figure version, not too big like the Toy Biz Build-A-Figure version, just the right size. And I was thinking maybe I could do a custom paint job to make them look like more matte coloring. It just looked more rugged, but really couldn't do anything with this cartoony face sculpt. And look at this face sculpt. A lot of people have criticized it, but I like it. It reminds me of the cover for X-Men Legends 2, Rise of Apocalypse. This is one of my favorite comic book games of all. So yeah, that's it. He's not as big as the previous Apocalypse, isn't as bulky, but he's still a commanding presence on the shelf. So that's it. A lot of stuff I picked up in July that I wasn't otherwise planning on getting, but there were deals I just could not refuse.